All right, good people. I'm either about to get fined and or lose my real estate license, but I need your help. Remember last time I did a little video on the buyer broker compensation and what needs to happen coming August 17th, but however it's in effect in my MLS come August 13th? Well, we're going to talk about that. Okay, so first one is the torrent agreement or pre-torrent agreement. Now, as a reminder, before a realtor can represent a buyer and can even open a door, they need to get one of three agreements signed with the buyer. Just like how listings, sellers interview realtors to get a listing agreement signed and to put their house on the market, buyers now have to do that. So if you want me to open the door for you and I don't get 1,000 or 5,000 or more fine or lose my real estate license, we're going to need to agree on some things. All right. So first one we're going to go through is the pre-torrent agreement. Simple one-page document. If you're a member of the Florida Realtor Board, you have access to this. Right? It's by far the Florida Association of Realtors. This simple one-page form has to be signed before we can open the door. And just quickly, just to let you know what's on this form. You do not owe the broker any compensation at this time. This is simply an agreement that we're going to be opening some homes for you to tour. If you wish to work with the broker to purchase a property that the broker shows you, broker compensation for their services could be of one of three ways: a flat fee, it could be an agreed percentage of the gross purchase price plus any additional money at closing, right? Or you can discuss it with the agent that's representing you and come up with something. But if they're going to represent you, obviously an agent's not going to want to work for free, so there's going to be some type of monetary value that could be expected to be paid for by the buyer. Now remember, the seller can still offer compensation, so don't get scared away, okay? If you wish to work with a broker to purchase a property that we've seen, broker may ask you to sign a separate agreement that goes into further detail. So again, this is a new requirement, and this is the first one, the pre-torrent agreement. Maybe it's going to be used for people who are not sure of the realtor they're connected with online, or they're just not sure about the person they're going to work with, but they want to see homes, so you're going to have to sign this document. All right, next up, it goes from one page to a two-page document, and this one is called the showing agreement. I like to put it to you this way. This is between the agent that is opening the doors for you, and it's for a set period of time, and it could be property specific, right? It could be area specific, it could be state specific, wherever they're licensed. But again, this is the Florida version of it, and it goes into a lot more detail. So you can list the property specific addresses as well. You can talk about the broker obligation. Again, this is a two-page document that talks about even if there's a dispute resolution to take place. In this document, though, the other things that are added besides any flat fee or percentage that the buyer agent is looking to recoup once they provide those services for you, right? There is one called a retainer, which is crazy, but there's an opportunity for agents to put in a retainer fee. And that's solely between you and that agent if you wanted to do that. You can also add in additional terms. Again, all these things are to be discussed with the person you're interviewing and letting them to show you their worth and why they should hire them to work for you when you go to buy your home. All right, and again, two-page document provided upon the time of showing homes. And this one was a showing agreement. Lastly, the big one, the best one, it's called an EBBA, Executive Buyer Broker Agreement. So we went from one page to 2 pages to now the big boy, 3 pages long, okay? Now this one is very similar to the showing agreement, but you get into a little bit more details. Now you're really committed to working with that agent. They've showed you their worth. You haven't found a house. They've showed you value. They're going to work for you. This is a person that you're going to get what you pay for kind of thing, right? So with this one, you could do what type of property. So you can say, hey, I only want to use this agent to look for a single family home or condo or townhome, or it could be any type of property, right? It could be specific to a location. So if you are not sure if you want to live in Boca or Broward County or another county or another city, you can make it specific to that location because that agent's really handy in that location, right? Again, you have an obligation as a broker to work for them, but the consumer also has obligations to see fit to make this agreement a successful one. And then, again, they're going to write out in agreement with you that if you purchase a property with them, here's their fee that that they'll be expecting to gain at the close, just in case a seller decides not to cooperate with somebody who is bringing a buyer to the table for them. This is new. It's new for Florida. It's new for every state across America except 13 that used to do this before. But again, very new practice. So again, to summarize, just like how sellers will interview somebody to list their home for sale and they would negotiate what that percentage would be, buyers now have to do that. This is in effect officially nationwide August 17th. However, in my MLS, which is the Beaches MLS, it's in effect today, August 13th. If you have any questions, just let me know. If you want to see a copy of these contracts, I'll be happy to share it with you. If you want to sit down with a consultation to be represented as buyer with myself and or my team, just reach out to us.